The Alien Italian Cult That Wants Your Inheritance by JonTron.
Have you ever wanted to join a cult, but then you think, I don't know, they're all just a bit too dodgy for my taste? Well, today is your day because we're talking about the Federation of Dom and Her.
What?
The world's first ethical cult. Their words, not mine. Found
I think if you're pitching yourself as ethical, like, is there an independent study on that? Like, any independent sourcing on that? Like, if you're proclaiming yourself, oh, the aneurysm's already setting in.
in the year 1975 by this man, Oberto Audi. They are a federation of self-sustaining communities situated in the Piedmont region of northern Italy.
Okay.
Essentially, their claim to fame is that they dug a bunch of these very interesting temples into the ground like some latter-day dwarf.
Oh, I've seen this. Didn't they get in trouble because they didn't have zoning permits and stuff? Didn't they get in huge trouble from the Italian government when they found this?
Of Moria. They also claim to be in contact with a race of cosmic beings that they refer to as the Self. Because really, is it even a New Age cult if you don't sprinkle a bit of ET on there? Put a UFO on the holy text. I'm getting sucked up in doing space mass! So why am I talking about this? Well, it's because Vice Media did a little piece on it in their Fringes series, and honestly, every time I think I've seen the last of the insane things I'm gonna see, another one just pops up. So naturally, I'm not going in alone. If I have to suffer, so do all of you. By the way,
You know what? I appreciate that, John. Thank you. I didn't know I needed this level of suffering in my life, but I do appreciate this. I appreciate this in my life. Like, actually, this is not satire. I actually really love this.
can I just say that the intro to this Vice series, Fringes, has the most metal and or schizophrenic opening jingle I've ever heard? Just listen to this. Who just sat down to make that thing and was like, oh, that's good, yeah, crank that up. Nice! Anyways,
Awful.
let's get into the video, shall we?
Damanhur has over 600 followers, live in a community complete with shops, living quarters, and temples.
Damanhur shunned the media, but by promising not to call them a cult, I've managed to get an invitation.
Well, with friends like these, geez, you gotta do them dirty like that right off the bat? Also, I'm pretty sure by saying it like that, you've pretty much voided the agreement.
I've managed
I'm 90% sure I've heard of this, and I think I know exactly what this is because it was the Temple of Humankind or whatever I just saw. Yeah, I've definitely heard of this. I've definitely watched YouTube videos on this.
to get an invitation to their biggest celebration, the birthday party of the deceased founder Falco.
Okay, so your big journalistic sting operation is essentially for a guy's birthday party. Am I getting this correct? Also, his birthday party, that's their main celebration? I feel like it takes the weight out of it when you say it like that. Like, technically, Christmas is Jesus' birthday party, but, you know, it's not like, happy birthday to Jesus, happy birthday to Jesus. It's not the same.
Aha, there is Falco, an insurance broker who in the 70s became a spiritual guru.
Wait, hold on. Before he founded a new religion, he was an insurance broker. Doesn't have the
No, that tracks. I don't know. Like, that makes sense. No questions. That's the logical progression here.
same down-to-earth ring to it as, like, carpenter, but, you know, you gotta start somewhere. Do you think he was just, like, absolutely sick of pushing papers, and one day he's just like, do I have it in me to lie to people? Can I just, like, make shit up and reap the benefits? What do I gotta say to him? Sante sana, squash banana, pay me money, you'll go to heaven? Yeah, I can do that.
It was Falco's vision that led to 9 temples being built, 70 meters underground. They are Damanhur's version of the Sistine Chapel.
What the hell is this shot of him just standing here nonchalantly while he's, like, unsealing a pharaoh's tomb? Yeah, I don't care. Mummy's curses could be in there. I'll just block it, dude.
I guarantee you that's one that he made. Like, that's obviously satire. That's something he probably made in the temple. Probably just like, oh god, I gotta open this again.
Nah, I don't care. Be honest, you put this here yourself, didn't you? Just so you could look cool unsealing it, and I gotta say, I'm sorry, but I feel like it doesn't work that way. You can't curse yourself.
This is
I'm pretty sure that's objectively untrue.
the hall which is dedicated to the beauty of this planet. In this wall, so you can see all different landscapes that represent the beauty of this planet Earth.
Is that Harambe? My boy Harambe? Oh, gone too soon.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole Beauty, though. That is all of it right there. That might even be the ape from Tarzan. We don't know. And this guy, at least 2 no-touchy warrants from the state of Arizona. He's on the run. But I don't know, guys. Looking at this, I feel like you might need a bit of help with the aesthetics. And you know who would never fail to fill out this wall with beauty and style? Oh, that's...
Is it going to be Displate?
Right. It's the good folks over at Displate! Hey! When it comes to wall art, Displate is your personal Michelangelo. Unlike your average flimsy paper posters, these suckers are printed on metal. Sturdy, that's a sturdy item. What is it, a blast shield or a poster? With colors and detail that just pop right out at you, you'll definitely be kicking yourself for not grabbing one sooner. If you've ever tried hanging a regular poster, you'd know it's no fun. But with Displate, it's as easy as slapping a magnet on your fridge. No holes, no tools, no crying in frustration, just pure beauty and simplicity. And if you feel like swapping it for another one, boom, no problem.
It's perfect. I need that. I need it. I need the duck pathetic meme in my life. I just need to hang it. That is I have ascended. This video is truly enlightening.
There's something for everyone. Whether you're a lover of Middle-earth, a FromSoft fanboy, a Carl Sagan enjoyer, or you want the Minions one. Like me.
Goblins!
And while you're at it, don't forget to check out the new Displate Textura line. We're talking 3D contours, tactile textures, and selective matte and gloss effects. So here's the deal. If you want to transform your walls from sad to rad, click the link in the description below. It's a perfect time to get your own exclusive art and higher discounts up to 30% off. So, what are you waiting for? Now, where were we? Oh yeah.
I liked it. It's leaning on 10 out of 10. The audio is consistent. I liked that it was tied into the actual source material, right? It wasn't like, hey, go and buy, I don't know, like cologne brand or whatever, right? Or go and buy Delete Me or whatever, right? Not knocking service, not slagging them off, but it fit with the subject of the video. Audio was consistent. Performance was great. Memes, the duck. I'll give it the 10 out of 10 just for the duck specifically. Like that was perfection.
Alien cults. So back in the subterranean society of Dominher, our interviewer decides that she's going to try and sort out some of her own problems using the group's methods, which may or may not be inadvisable.
Having never found a cure for my own mental health issues, I am prepared to try anything.
Anything?
No.
Like, just checking, we exhausted aspirin? I just don't know if Yogic Xenu is the next anything we should jump to. There's a lot of anythings out there.
Lucky for me, Antelope here has just the right handmade copy contraption called an intelligence machine.
Is it going to try to, stick a needle through my pupil? Have we entered Dead Space 2? Am I about to see, the marker symbols and am I about to just, I don't know about that one, Captain. I'm sure people like it. Sure it works. I don't know. I've played enough Dead Space to really not want to not want to be anywhere near that.
Do just that.
Oh my God, the intelligence machine, huh? It's good branding on that one. So you can't say they're not a state-of-the-art facility with that kind of equipment. And here my local hospital just has a measly MRI scanner. And God knows this thing ain't half as fun. You gotta be all like this. But here, we're loose. We're free balling. Help, help! Saying that just enhances the fun.
Reminds me of the Carbonite machine from episode 5. When Han Solo just gets... Kind of reminds me a little bit of that. No, the machine that Han Solo in episode 5 gets over when he's tortured, right? They go to Bespin, Vader takes him, and then ends up torturing him over the funny sparking device. That's what that reminds me of.
First treatment begins with Antelope.
Okay. Every code can work in different way. For example, here, different kind of code, different treatment.
Ma'am, I can't help but notice you're just sort of waving that wand around haphazardly. You're over there playing Funky Town on the corkboard tax. I'm not trying to micromanage you, okay? There's a bit at stake here for me. I gotta make sure you're not gonna accidentally turn my brain into a toad. So just when you're handling the equipment, can you just pay a little more attention? Thank you.
Yeah.
And during this treatment, we have a sound.
Very nice. My adrenal glands are really firing. Never have I been so calm!
They believe this specific frequency will attract the selves, their cosmic friends, to realign my organs or whatever else Antelope asks them to do.
I'm mean, what is it? Hasn't sound been I know Installation 00 talked about it in one of his like Mjolnir armor videos, but isn't like it's not soundproofing. Like you throw a material, so in this case, like a Mjolnir plate for the Mjolnir armor system for Spartans through a room, and like the audio, like it knocks off all the imperfections and stuff, and it does something to treat the metal or the alloy. I don't know if that's actually a thing or not. I also know that there's a large community, quote unquote, like on YouTube and stuff, where it's like, oh, 52 hertz, 48 hertz. Like there's actually like different sounds that are supposed to do different things. And like Kitchat's mentioning sound therapy being a thing. I actually don't know the validity of that. I actually don't know if I would have to delve into that. Like it's an interest. Like I'd be interested to see if there's factual backing to this, like scientific backing. I don't know if there is or not offhand.
I don't think your kitty should go there either, but what am I supposed to do? Not follow orders when I hear that sweet, sweet buzz? I mean, she's definitely 100% dead already. This was bad advice. And of course, as is natural, the only thing that could possibly follow up a full body cleansing that good is time travel.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Alessia.
This is a gate, a portal. When you step in the other side, you change the memory inside your body.
Wow, that is amazing. I would go right through there right now, but I can't. I'll hit the wall. You see, I'll hit the wall there right now. Say, maybe you can even take it off the wall just for effect, This is really awesome.
I think that we can recap the complete Celtic approach to a time technology.
Is it metaphorical or
It's
is
physical.
That's physical. See this? See that? Do I speak in limericks, tall tales, prose? What are you not getting? This is the real thing, honey. What is he?
Like I think I get what he's trying to go for. I think I get what the logic is, at least behind it, or at least the belief behind it, to use like physical memory to try and revert you to an earlier state, I guess is the word I'm trying to do. It's not necessarily that you're stepping back in time and, choking out Thanos, right? It's more along the lines of it's supposed to kind of revert certain things like cells to an earlier state or an earlier logic. That being said, I'm definitely reaching on limited information.
It's physical. Wouldn't it be at the very most metaphysical? Like, what do you mean? You can't put your hand through this portal? Is that what you're getting at? This is about atoms vibrating at a fast or slow level. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So there is not a movement. You will be there. And you have to come back.
What if I get stuck?
If you get stuck, you have to change your own life and you create your own life there.
Oh,
that's
nice.
a problem.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. Admittedly, that is a kink we've yet to work out. So until we do that, I wouldn't visit like the Viking raids at Lindisfarne or something, because you might very well end up burying the lineage of a Viking for real.
Was that a Diablo portal? I couldn't actually see that. I feel like that was Diablo portal.
That will be your life. But like I said, there's pros and cons to the whole thing.
The most important aspect is not only to find a way to move in time, but also to come back to York.
Okay.
I love her reaction. She's just like, this is how you're choosing to sell this to me? Like, I agree, yes, we should find a way for me to come back if I use this. Maybe you should have done this research before you showed this off to me.
I mean, it also matches in their belief with a sense of self, right? The quote unquote self being a core belief of them, right? Yeah, that this tracks. Like there's an offshoot here.
So you're literally making this up. You could have told me anything here. You could have just said it was out of service. Why do you? It's the truth then? Because why would you lie? Why would you make yourself look bad like this? So after that festival of absolute elucidation, they go to like the organization's showroom, and he just goes on to give her a tour of their, I don't know what you'd call it, their merch collection. And ooh, mama, you better hope you got some liquid funds, because they got some hot properties you're gonna want.
This is the most advanced kind of Celtica. It's the high end of Celtica.
Now, I do not doubt.
Is that hot glue?
Advanced kind of Celtica. It's the high end.
Mate, why does it look like there's like mayonnaise sploozes? English is my first language, I promise. Mayonnaise splooges all over. Like it looks like someone took a hot glue gun and like let the glue just dry that way.
And of Celtica.
Now, I do not doubt, sir, that you are showing me your top shelf finest product, but even when you're buying the finest, you'd like to know what category of thing you're buying. You feel me? Also, I don't dare overstep, but there's a lot of very liberal use of hot glue and copper in this facility. I am to assume a man of your tastes would have used the finest adhesives from the fjords of Bergen? Could!
Wait a minute. If that actually powers on, and if the copper actually conducts heat throughout the device, wouldn't it just melt the hot glue again? Like, glue doesn't have a high, like, melting point, right? So why? Why? Like, that's the question I have to ask.
Good, I want to be like Timmy, who got into the Elmer's glue!
It's the high end of Selfica. This is a water inside that come from the 60s.
What the actual fuck does that mean? Let me be clear, I don't want to stutter. This is a water inside. Yeah. And it's none of that cheap knockoff 70s shit. This is that pure 60s water. I don't even know what he means here. I think he means there's water inside of these glass spheres on the thing, but how do you verify it's from the 60s? Because technically...
They probably bottled it in the 60s. Maybe they have records to back it up. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
All water's like prehistoric, right? Isn't water all prehistoric? Yes. Some water on Earth is prehistoric.
And we use that small drop of waters to energize the other waters. It's a sort of...
It's a sort of Minecraft water source block. I got you, Captain. We're on the same page.
Laptop, a computer of Selfica.
What? A laptop? That is not what I was expecting him to say. You are gonna look me dead in the eyes and tell me that's a laptop. Okay, I've done book reports back in school. I used Microsoft Word, and it did not install on that.
If I wanted to buy one,
yes.
How much would it be?
The average from 7,000 euros to 15,000 euros.
Mine is about 40,000.
Wow, okay. Well, whatever you're paying this lady, quite frankly, it's not enough. Interviewers losing interest, she's checking the emergency exits, then from downtown, lady comes in with yo, you seen the sport model though? You wanna go around town, be seen with that thing? I mean, okay, if you want people to think you're poor.
It's hard to imagine anyone willing to pay 40,000 euros for something like this.
It's really not. Dude, have you seen what Magic the Gathering cards sell for? Like Alpha Black Lotuses? Not even mint, right? Bro. Like, it's a collectors markets are already their own like financial bubble type thing, but then not only do we have those, but we also have like weird niche collectors that this is right up their alley. Yeah, like that. This doesn't surprise me. There's absolutely some rich eccentric folk who would absolutely buy this.
Be honest with me though, are you really surprised? Because we are living in the kind of world where people will pay $200 for a toaster that has the word smeg on it. And God knows smeg is a $15.99 kind of word. And people are paying just for the smeg, because this thing just has 2 regular bread hole slots. Oh, but don't worry, if that's not good enough for you, we've still got the $1,100 Dolce & Gabbana edition. The one that's got the guy, the fucking face with 3 fucking legs coming out of it. Pay up, please. Yeah, we're definitely living in the kind of world where someone will pay 40,000 euros for this Da Vinci masterpiece, I'm afraid.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. No, like there's weirder shit on the market, I guarantee it.
But if you were about to despair, do not do that, because you too can be the owner of one of these fine items, seeing as they've got an online shop, where you can become the proud owner of amazing items such as Sphere, which ranges in price from 333 euros to 666 euros.
See, that's a scam because it's not orb. We cannot ponder a sphere, goddammit. We can only ponder the orb. It's not even spelled O space R space B. Okay? That's how you get sellers. Okay? That's how you market to people.
It's a pretty big price differential on the Sphere. Why is that? Oh, it's because you can select from big or small Sphere.
Big.
Like how big? How small? Like, will this fit in my room if I get big? We're getting big. We're going big. Okay? We gotta go big. Okay, add to basket and not allowed to proceed.
Every time I buy from Frontier, every time I hop in Elite Dangerous to try and buy ARCs, I always trip the anti-fraud system for my financial institution. Every time they're like, we need to send a text message to validate that it's you spending money over in Europe. Yeah, it's me. Just my dumbass addiction to spaceships.
Why? Oh, okay, this product is only available for those who have concluded the Sphere course and have
My God.
Permission of the responsabile. Is that a typo or is that just Italian? The responsabile of the sphere course. So you know they're not just grifting, okay? They're not just giving unlicensed spheres willy-nilly. This is serious. Where can you take the spheres course? Okay, found it. Spheres course for communitarian citizens. 111 euros. Very reasonable price. What happens if I buy this? Do they just send me a PDF or something? Are they gonna—
What the fuck is VAT? What is that? I'm assuming that's tax in some capacity. I don't know what that stands for.
Euros. Very reasonable price. What happens if I buy this? Do they just send me a PDF or something? Are they gonna schedule me with their sphere practitioner? You know what? I'm against this, because I feel like every free citizen should have the right to a sphere. They're locking the sphere behind a paywall, and I don't stand for that. Okay, I bought it. I like the sphere! What?
Man actually bought it. That's how you spend YouTube money, like, responsibly. I kind of love this.
What are you gonna do about it, pussy? But as you might have guessed, it's not all just hot glue and rainbows out here. In fact, there are plenty of people who have been critical of Dom and her, accusing them of nefarious activities such as stealing all their money after they agreed to give the cult all their money.
Yeah?
Who could have seen this coming?
Wild.
And what sort of things did you have to give to Damanhur?
I gave to Damanhur my inheritance, around 500,000 euros.
Oh, come on. Quit complaining. So you had to pay your entire inheritance. What were you going to do with that anyway? Set up a long-standing bed of wealth for your progeny? What are you, some kind of fruit?
One after another, people take the oath, swearing to give everything to Damanhur.
E ogni cosa in mio possesso per aiutare la comunità e qualsiasi altro cittadino.
I mean, this is just insane to me. I know classically people will do all sorts of crazy stuff in the search for meaning and belonging, but usually there's like some veneer of deception involved. Like, you gotta at least have the decency to trick me into signing something with my own blood. What do you mean they're just asking these guys, hey, give me all your money to join a glorified YMCA? And they're like, okay. I mean, why have the—
People will do a lot for the sense of community. As somebody who deals with a lot of, like, you know, not being able to hang out with people, not just because of work, but just because, you know, Idaho, friends, people my age, doesn't exactly line up. Also, my peers are idiots. See my past rants about my peers being idiots, right? Like, I get it. I totally get why people would feel isolated or would feel that, like, life has very little meaning or it feels off to them, so thus they join something that, you know, claims to have the answers. And people will do a lot for that chance to fit in and to belong.
extra steps of brainwashing and Kool-Aid, you know? Just ask debit or credit.
What does Damanhur mean to you?
Oh, Damanhur is my life, my dream.
And it always has been a very beautiful opportunity, many things happening.
See this? See that? That's called a country club. It's what you want, and it has a fee, but it's substantially lower than what they're charging here. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. So anyways, now we get to the point where the interviewer here is gonna put her money where her mouth is and try out some of Damanhur's activities. So she meets up with one of their main members, known as Labrador, and I can only really describe this lady as piercing.
Do you feel a change? A sensation? Does it tickle somewhere? Is it warm?
Lady, if there's something warm I'm feeling, it's because you made me pee myself. Why?
Oh, I kind of love this.
Why are you looking at me like that? You've got to stop. That has got to stop. You have no idea. This lady's like an absolute trip. At this point in the documentary, she just like hijacks the production, and I guess they just go with it because she's going.
Choose the standing stone you feel most attracted to. Lean your chest, breathing deeply, and then your stomach against the stone.
I just want to point out that you brought me here to choose between two different stones, and this is the options.
Nice.
Is this a trap? Are you?
The internet would. The internet right now is collectively just saying smash in relation to that first rock.
Telling me to get spiritually connected, I gotta eat ass? Oh,
Nice.
I'm eating ass just to spite you, dog woman. Give me the bum. Give me the bum stone.
Smell the scent of the mineral. When the scent turns into a flavor in your mouth,
When it turns into a flavor. Okay, so it's not even an if. This thing's just constantly flaking off. Fine.
What is that? Like, I'm trying to figure out. Like, there's some minerals that, like, they're very easy to chip off. I want to understand, like, what's the composition of the rock? I need to understand what rock it is and what that composition is. I need to understand what it does. That's the that's the curiosity here. I need to debunk the rock.
Notes of schist. That's nice.
Awful.
You taste something in your mouth? I'm sure after a while, if you would do that more often, or you can do it also more often, because I guess there are also stones where you live.
What?
Look, do what you gotta do, but please give all my spheres to my family. Don't leave them orbless. The conversion rate from euros is good. The moral of the story of this essentially is, get your cults on discount. Trust me. Every time. Pussy.
Very fitting because it's Spooktober. Good God, dude. I don't know. Like, cults are weird. Cults get really weird. That's all I got. Apparently any rock will do. That was the subtext. So you're just gonna go out and start sniffing rocks until you taste rocks. That's what I got from that. Yeah, I don't really know where to go from there. Go check out JonTron. Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to him. Puts out some banger content, especially because it is Spooktober. Figured I would watch another cult bit because God, that was funny. I'll see you in the next one.